So yeah, I'm just trying to get Genji's Q. So I'm gonna put some Genji music on. No, I've already got his Q. I'm in Pixel. Right, so I've got some Genji music going on here. Okay, that's an ad. Let's go. Right, I'm gonna start this again, guys. I've got this an hour long, guys, so I might not do all of this stuff then. Alright, guys. I'm gonna get this pixel. Right, there's a Bastion, good. Oh god. I'm just starting again because I'm not playing very well. Yeah, I'm really not playing that well. Guys, mad hacks. Oh, come on! Soldiers hacking got aimbot. Never misses one shot. Let alone his ults. Does he? Oh, clever with his ults. Still one, even though he's got it. All around me. Oh wow, it's a soldier custody. Aimbot 1, aimbot 2, aimbot 3. Look, look, look. Aimbot anyway, aimbot anyway. See, see. Come on.
Million people. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for all your support. Thank you to those who were with me from the start, and thank you to those willing to stick with me till the end. I've been blessed with my dream job of being able to entertain an audience through my art, and I'd be nothing without you all. You the real MVP. Anyway, I've been getting this video request for years now, and I know this trend has pretty much died off, but as a celebration to this milestone, here's my story so far. It begins in Manila, Philippines, where I was born into a family as the second child and only son. I have two sisters. I'm in the middle. Though I barely remember this, my dad wasn't around much for the very early parts of my life because he nailed a job in Saudi Arabia as an accountant and supported our family while separated by thousands of miles. Eventually, we were able to afford to just move to Saudi Arabia and live together because Ohana, man! As a kid, I didn't fully understand the concept of different countries and cultures, so I thought Saudi Arabia was just another city in Philippines. It also didn't help that in the area where we moved to, there was a large Filipino community. There was even a designated Filipino school that I went to called the International Philippine School in Alcobar. After a few years, my parents decided what many other immigrants did at the time, and that was to look for a better life in the Western world. We decided on the frigid land of Canada because we had a few friends who already immigrated there. In 1997, we moved to Hamilton, Ontario, where we lived for 1 year. In that 1 year, I made two best friends that had the same birthday as I did, Paul and Anthony. The year after, though short-lived, we moved over a few cities to Mississauga, where we lived for another 7 years. And it was in those years that I really developed my artistic talent. I still remember back in grade 3 where we had to design these paper cars and we were allowed to draw anything on it. And just giving me that kind of freedom really excited me somehow. I went ham and cheese on it. I drew flames on the hood, like a dragon on the side, and while that would look horribly tacky and douchey on a real car, it really impressed my teacher. And so he decided to make an example out of me. He literally stopped the class to exalt my car and tell everyone how amazing it looked. And while that may have been a compliment that my teacher must have forgotten by now, it was the artistic boost that I'll never forget. From that point on, I just kept drawing almost every day. It kind of became my goal to be the best artist in my school, regardless of what grade I was. I then got into anime and drew the majority of my inspiration from the different styles that I saw. Every now and then, people would ask me, "Dom, how did you learn to draw?" And I give them the same answer that pretty much all artists would give. Practice! Even natural talent can only go so far if you don't strive to improve your skills. I still remember having this Pokemon book with all of the original 150, and I started off by tracing every single one. When I got comfortable with that, I went on to freehand copying. And then, eventually, I began to develop my own styles and just drew whatever the hell I wanted. That's the beauty of art. In grade 5, I met my biggest rival, Michael. At that point, I've already made a reputation for myself in the school, and a lot of people knew me as that one kid who could draw. Well, it turns out that Michael also had a similar reputation, and coincidentally, we were assigned seats right across from each other. I hated him at first, and I knew he saw me as a rival as well. But eventually, we opened up to each other and became best friends. Still remained artistic rivals, though. And then in grade 6, my parents decided to move to another part of the city. I had to switch schools, and it was a very sad time for me because Michael was one of the best friends I've ever had. I went to a school named St. Barbara, and you know a bit of that story already. It was also around this time that my parents decided to enroll me in this extracurricular program called Kumon. Now, Kumon was a tutoring service that helped students who were behind in school, except I wasn't behind in school. My parents were fairly strict with education, and I understood that and did my best in my classes, often getting straight A's in every subject. But I guess they wanted me to overachieve, so they thought Kumon was a great idea to get me ahead, specifically in the math department. I got so ahead that I was doing calculus when I was like in grade 8, and I didn't even realize it was calculus. By the time I actually was doing calculus in high school, I've already forgotten what I learned in Kumon. Although I hated the extra work, it paid off because I was always at the top of my class in math and arts and won several awards in high school. Now, high school was a bit of a trip for me. I went in as a freshman having many friends that I've accumulated in the years prior. I was doing well in school, I still maintained my artistic reputation, I had a best friend that I had a crush on. Life was pretty good. And then the Fire Nation attacked. And then we had to move. Again. Up until that point, I've already done a lot of uprooting and moving around, more so than the average kid. New countries, new cities, new schools. I thought that this place was finally somewhere I could stay permanently, and then my dad tells us that the same boss that he worked for in Saudi Arabia, who now lives in Virginia, USA, offered him a job. They were actually close friends back then, so he took it. I was in the middle of my high school years, and I knew moving to a new one was going to be difficult, especially being in a new country. And I was right. I did have some excitement in being able to start over and meet new people, but my junior and senior years proved to be a challenge. While the Canadian education curriculum is pretty much similar to that of the American, I honestly felt like I had more trouble in the latter. First off, I had to get used to having 70% as the passing grade, as opposed to 50. I got introduced to AP courses, which we didn't even have in my previous high school. And worst yet, I overestimated my abilities and enrolled in
I require healing.
Oh, come on, Nanzo! You jerk! You Oh, God's sake. Yes, yes, yes.
I return to the fight. Hey there. My ultimate is charging. Greetings. Yeah.
Dumbledore, Dumbledore. Oh, get the bastion, get the bastion.
My ultimate is ready.
God, I hate you again. Bloody stop, stop bloody spamming it.
Join me. My ultimate is ready. My blade is ready to be unleashed.
Only a Shamata.
I require healing.
No! Of course he goes for the one with the sword. No, wait, no, I'm playing it. Oh, of course, I have to play the bloody healer.
Let us hope for a different outcome.
Bloody hell! Yeah, now I'm gonna die now. Great job, me. Protect the hands of. Oh, God's sake, I'm dead. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Hello, 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 hello.
60 seconds to move or restore.
Jump up and get down. Yeah, of course you do. Yeah. It's not like anyone's protecting me, no. I don't need protecting. Weird that.
Feel the warmth of the iris flowing through me. Group up, ready for transcendence. My ultimate ready. Experience tranquility.
Wait, Mom, I'm finishing this game. Yeah, I'm coming. I just need to finish this game. It's not long. Not long. Get healed. Oh. Did I level up? No, I didn't. Oh, great, it was here. Oh. Wow. Look at me, I'm saying.
Excellent.
Okay. Coming now. Bye, gotta go now.